So one thing I want to, just kind of touch base on with the YouTube shooter is the psychological behavior. And, it's crazy if someone like me is, talking about psychological behavior with a shooting, huh? And the what it comes down to is that this person broke the mold, and what this person demonstrated was extremism. And the thing is, it takes, especially if she was an extreme vegan, she might have been deprived of some nutrients and whatnot. What is it? Vitamin B12, I think, is. Unless it's supplemented in one way, shape, or form, is humans. Get that from animals and stuff. So, that could have played a major effect on her. At the same time, it takes a certain psychological behavior to even be an extreme vegan and stuff. And that's the thing, is like a lot of these people that are into recycling or veganism or, even religion and such, what it comes down to is like, it's fanatical behavior. That's what we have to watch out for, fanatical behavior. And just talking about, whole green movement and whatnot. It's one can become neurotic easily. We're like, oh my God, okay, well, I've got to separate all the trash and, or I got separate everything, and oh, what are you doing? You can't do that. There's foil on that piece of it that goes here, and it becomes a corrupt mindset, and that's the thing with veganism, because like what I'm talking about with both these things is that they're always vigilant. They become highly vigilant, to decrease their carbon footprint or whatever it is, and to be true stewards of the earth. But they become pretty berserk and whatnot, and that's what I'm saying just about with the YouTube shooter, is that the person was just like, there's a few different factors, and it was being a fanatic, and her motive behind it, it's there's still no good reason for any of it, and the thing is that there is nothing that could really be done about it, and what she did was just lose her freaking mind. Because she didn't really plan on doing like a real shooting. It wasn't in an active shooter situation. There was an active shooter, but I don't think she did any magazine changes. And if she did, she was using a handgun. But and that's the thing, is that I don't even believe anyone died besides her. And from my understanding, I could be wrong. But yeah, just it wasn't a high capacity magazine weapon or anything of that nature, and and I'm telling you, like, that's not really what we need to worry about, like with a real shooter situation. That's gonna be way worse. Look what happened with the DC sniper. I lived through, that experience. It was, hell, right down the street was from where I live at the I think it was a Mobile at the time, but Exxon. There was a shooting that someone got killed there, or at least shot and stuff. So, and the entire area, I mean, people were legitimately scared. I mean, I guess it was also, his name was the Beltway Sniper or whatever. But, yeah. So, I mean, because the thing is, right up the way at Spotsylvania Mall, at the Michaels, I think I forget what's now. I think it still is Michaels. There was a shooting there and whatnot. So, I mean, just within this, this location, I mean, within, how many miles? No more than 5 miles, away. So, it was and that went on for a couple months, I think. I forget how long it really went on. So, just think about another situation like that. And that's what freaking, pisses me off about people and whatnot, is that I would not go on a suicide mission. I would, and that's what they think I'm just going to go. I'm going to just go into a building and just start shooting. You can't really, I mean, one person clearing a building is pretty damn hard. and, and plus again, I mean, that's, there's too much work that needs to be done for, one person. And, by the time, even a small percentage of the work actually would begin, everything's raced around and whatever else, right? Threat assessment. It's something that I do. I assess threats. I'm believing I could go into, other details, but the thing is that there might be someone that, oh, hey, that seems like a good idea or whatever else, and I don't want to be affiliated with that, even though, whatever else. I mean, like I said, I mean, back in the day, man, my friend we used to always have like really crazy conversations and stuff, and, what would be the best way to, kill as many people at once, for one person and stuff. And, realized that these were, kind of, they were psychopathic, brainstorming things. But, the thing is, it just kind of gets a person to think outside the box. Like, what's the best way to commit suicide and whatnot? And, my buddy came up with the idea of, friggin', you see those people with the balloons launching themselves up in their lawn chairs and stuff. Well, you friggin' do it over a city and stuff, and friggin', and it got people's attention because you're floating over a city. And then once you get, enough views or likes or whatever else, you blow your brains out, and then all of a sudden you just got this flying corpse above a city. And it's like, well, how the fuck you get that down? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucked up, but that's the thing, there's, and that's, how to brainstorm and stuff. The thing is, like, a genius knows how to entertain a thought without actually following through with it. And when that goes with extreme things, up to, what's the best way to engineer something, and, using the mind's eye, and, or, assembling the image in our heads, we're able to craft things out in the woodwork that we don't have like rules or blueprints to go off of. I mean, I guess that's just, it's about troubleshooting and shit. I just kind of went on a tangent, just trying to line up things. But love you all. Be safe, be kind, stay strong. And it's time. I'm just going to let some things go. Everyone, I'll make another little video real quick.